Good morning, students. Let's learn English. Open your books to page number 24, lesson number 2.2, the souvenir. Now, the word souvenir means a thing that is kept or brought, even bought, as a reminder of something. So, sometimes your relatives, your parents, your friends, when they go to any other country or to any other place, they bring a thing that is found in that place or that country, which is known for the importance of that country, like keychains, some statues. So that is brought and gifted to the people. So it becomes a souvenir, means a thing that is brought as a reminder. Mostly the people bring. So let's start with the lesson. Now this is a lesson where the students or the children, they have expressed their dreams or their journey, and it is translated from the story that is Bhet by Lakshman Londe. Let's start with the first paragraph. With the tip of her nose pressed to the window of the space shuttle, Siley sat gazing at the view outside for so long. Still she didn't seem to be contented. Now her tip of the nose pressing to the window, Siley was looking at the view that is outside, and she was waiting to see something more better than this. She had read the description of this view several times before and had seen this scene on the video too. Now what she was looking, she had seen many times on the video and read also about it. But this was different. Reading the description was one thing, watching the pictures and videos captured by the camera was another. But getting an opportunity to view that amazing panorama with your own eyes, being present physically right in the midst of it, was indeed an out-of-the-world experience. Now reading, seeing something, experiencing is different, and watching the pictures also is different, but experiencing that front of you and getting an opportunity to view that amazing panorama. Now panorama means a very wide view. So with your own eyes is really something extraordinary. No matter how long she sat gazing, her awe and wonder did not seem to abate, and she was just wondering and looking, and her desire, her anxiousness did not abate. Abate means it did not become less, and she went out continuously. She started watching outside. The earth gradually appeared to get smaller and smaller in the sky. Now when she was looking, she saw the earth is becoming smaller and smaller. The azure blue sky was now looking jet black. Azure means bright blue. The blue sky, which was bright in color, was looking now jet black. The clouds had disappeared and the stars were shining bright. Now she was going higher up towards the other place, and she was leaving the earth behind. So the stars were shining bright and the clouds had disappeared. This trip to the moon was exorbitantly expensive, but still Siley's mother had sent her on the trip. Now we have seen in the first paragraph that she was watching something unusual things, and here we learn that this trip to the moon, that is, she was going to the moon. Exorbitantly means excessively. It was very expensive. Now if you see, going abroad also very expensive, but going to the moon, it's very, very expensive. But Siley's mother had sent her for the trip. In our childhood, we could not even think of such a long distance trip. The longest trip meant going to Europe. If you are getting this opportunity, make the most of it, said mummy. So her mummy, that is Siley's mother, said that we could not imagine such long trips, and the longest trip, that was going to other country like Europe and other countries, but you are getting an opportunity. So her mother said you must make use of that opportunity. Oh mummy, Neha's grandmother was saying that in their childhood the longest trip for children used to be only go up to Delhi or Kolkata. So Saili told her mother that Neha's grandmother was saying that in their childhood they used to only go till Delhi or Kolkata. That was the longest trip. It seems so funny, isn't it? Said Saili, laughing. Remembering the incident make her laugh even now. So now when she was flying, when she remembered these incidents which she had spoken with her mother, she started to laugh. She felt like laughing. Now the shuttle was getting closer and closer to the moon. They were reaching closer to the moon. Then it started orbiting the moon. Orbiting means going round the moon. Moving round another object like a star or a planet. In every 32 minutes, the shuttle completed one revolution around the moon. Now, in every 32 minutes, the shuttle was going round the moon. Turn to the next page. Light and darkness followed each other in quick succession. Light and darkness means sometimes it was light, brightness, and suddenly there was darkness. Now you imagine they were going on the moon. So the part which was facing the earth was in the dark and the part which was facing the sun was in the light. The dome-shaped settlements on the moon, which resembled the igloos of the Eskimos, were now visible. Now they could see some dome-shaped things in the place where they were going to land, and that was on the moon. And they looked like igloos. Igloos means the homes of the Eskimos. After some time, Saili's shuttle made a slow, measured and safe landing on the moon. Now the shuttle landed on the moon. The door of the shuttle was opened and the children were escorted through an airtight tunnel to the settlement at the Neil Armstrong base. Now the door of the shuttle got opened and the children were escorted, means the children were led. They were taken in a guided way through an airtight tunnel to the settlement, that is the place at the Neil Armstrong base. The receptionist at the entrance to the base gave some instructions at the very outset. Now when they reached the base, the receptionist gave them some instructions. Now let's see what were the instructions. I welcome you all to the Neil Armstrong base. She welcomed them. To make your stay on the moon pleasant and comfortable, I would like you to take certain precautions. The receptionist told them that they have to take certain precautions to be able to enjoy and lead a comfortable stay there. Listen carefully to my instructions and please follow them during your stay. She asked them to listen carefully and follow them. You know that the gravitational force of the moon is 1/6 that of the earth. She told them that the gravitational force of the moon is 1/6 that of the earth. Means it is very, very less. In the human settlements on the moon, a gravitational force equivalent to that of the earth has been artificially maintained. So she said where they are standing, the place where they are going to stay today, human settlements on the moon, that place is having artificially maintained gravitational force, that is manually made. But outside those settlements, the gravitational force of the moon is at work, and at the other parts of the moon, on the other parts, the gravitational force is as it is. You will have to be extremely careful when you roam around here. She also instructed that they should be very careful when they are roaming. The second point to remember is related to shopping on the moon. And she told there is one more thing, that when you shop, what should you do? You all must be interested in carrying souvenir back home from the moon. Please buy the articles only from the shops which are inside the dome-shaped settlements. So she told them, you will be carrying some things, that is souvenirs, back home from the moon. So you will only buy the things which are sold inside the dome-shaped settlements, in the shops there. There you will be assured of genuine articles. You will be given good things. Genuine means the best things or the real variety, not artificial one. So she said, the receptionist told them that you will find the best varieties of the things or articles, the genuine, that is the best quality things, or the things which are not found in other place. So she asked them to buy the things from those shops which are in the dome shaped settlements. Do not buy anything from the unauthorized shops outside the settlement. And she asked them not to buy anything outside the settlement. After instructing all these things, she wished them, and she said, I wish you a very happy and pleasant day on the moon. So she said, I wish you a very happy and pleasant stay on the moon. Now students, till here you have understood that these children, they were in a shuttle and they were traveling to the moon, and they had landed on the moon, and they were given instructions how they have to stay there, how they have to behave, how they have to do the shopping. So read this part till whatever I have taught you. Underline the new words, search the meanings. I have given you the meanings also. Read them and write them in your notebook. And let's see in the next period the next part. Okay, thank you.